Today, I am Sean Lafata, Director of Media Relations here at the University of North Florida. I'm going to introduce Coach Lee Moon, and he will introduce Coach Matthew Driscoll. Matthew is our fourth basketball coach in the history of UNF athletics. And right now, just to give you a little heads up, too, on how we're going to do the format today, we'll bring up Coach Moon, then Coach Driscoll afterwards, and after Coach Driscoll gives his words of wisdom, we'll let him meet everybody for about 10 minutes or so, and then media members will have a little bit of time for one-on-ones after that, and we'll get you in here in the development office where it's a little bit quieter for you. But right now, Coach Moon, if you want to take the stand.
I hate this. There you go. Got to get it up in the right place. First of all, welcome. It's good to see everybody here. It's a great crowd, and it's an exciting time for UNF basketball. It's been a process that I'll just talk about briefly. Started about 3 weeks ago. I wanted to go out and find certain characteristics for a head coach that I thought would bring the excitement, the enthusiasm, the energy we need to compete at the Division I level. You know, my focus was on a couple of key points, and I traveled around the country interviewing people, coaches that I felt met the criteria that I needed to bring us to championship competing at the highest level. Look for energy. I think I found it. I look for someone with a great deal of passion for the game of basketball and a passion for people. And I felt like I found that too. I also looked at a lot of varied experiences. But at the end of the day, the experience that I really was impressed with Coach Driscoll is the experience he had in building a program at Baylor, taking one from a lot of turmoil, a lot of crisis, a lot of difficulties, to say the least, and to build them in a short period of time to be competitive for championships, to play in the NCAA tournament in their fourth year, this year to get to the finals of the NIT championship in New York in the fifth year, and doing it with young people that are concerned about education and concerned about growing as people. When I visited Baylor University, the campus, one thing came across very clear. Coach Driscoll was completely involved in the university, not just men's basketball, but women's basketball, volleyball. I had the fortune of the volleyball coach that was at Baylor was a coach who was my volleyball coach at Wyoming. And when he spoke so highly of Coach Driscoll and what he does, what he did around the university, was volumes to me, and the importance of building a family. And that's what's my goal. I told you when I was up here about a month ago. I said it's about building a family, a basketball family, bringing the university, the athletic department together, the student body together as a family, and growing together. And I think that's what we really, really want. That's what my goal was, to get that enthusiasm from every constituent group, making something successful. And I told the young men standing back there that we have 3 rising seniors, and I promised them that we were going to bring somebody who was going to work them hard, was going to challenge them, was going to bring a strong faith to where they can grow as people, but we were going to play for championships. And as 3 seniors, I asked them to start 2 weeks ago when they came back from spring break to work to begin to reach that goal. But it was my job to bring somebody here that I felt like would bring the family atmosphere, but bring us a competitiveness that everybody understood that we were coming to UNF to play for championships, to play for the ASUN championship, and play for an opportunity to compete in the NCAA tournament. And we have that coming forward. We have that this coming year, and going forward we'll do that. I'm extremely excited for you to meet Coach Driscoll. I can tell you this, if he hadn't met you and hadn't shook your hand, it's not because he didn't try to yesterday. He and Carrie, his wife Carrie, got off the plane at 10:30, and at my last count, he had shook hands with 192 people. From the admissions office, he met and shook every hand of every advisor in the admissions office, from admissions director John Yancey. He shook hands with every one of our legal people in the legal office, everyone in the president's office. He was out there. So if you missed a chance, you'll get it in the next 10 minutes or after the press conference. But at this time, I'd like to cut all of my jibber-jabber and give you a chance to hear from your new head men's basketball coach, Coach Matthew Driscoll. Here you go, Coach. Absolutely. There you go. Let me get that adjusted. There you go.
It's about as good as it gets. My father always said my best sport was baseball, so putting on a hat, I guess, but I was a catcher, so it's usually hard with a mask to cover my face so people couldn't say how ugly I was. First of all, what I'd like to do is, I'm not real good behind this mic in the sense that when I speak and when I've spoken in the past, I've always gone out in front of the crowd and I like to speak out with the crowd, but I know I have to do this professionally and have to get better at this, so we won't pass the plate when I'm done. But the first thing I'd like to do is I'd like to thank Jesus Christ, who's my Lord and Savior, who without him, this opportunity wouldn't be here for me today. And I'm really, I just can't tell you how at peace I am with the decision and praying on this decision to come to the University of North Florida, my first opportunity to be a head coach at the Division I level. And I just like to start by thanking Jesus Christ for that opportunity. I'd like to thank President Delaney. Meeting with him yesterday was an unbelievable experience just to see his vision and to see exactly where this university has come and where it is going to down the road. It's an exciting time. I took the job without ever seeing campus, and it was the second time that I've ever done that. And the first time was when we came to Baylor University. So I just can't believe what this campus has to offer. I can't believe what you guys have on this campus as far as buildings, as far as people, as far as just the atmosphere and what is out, the greenness that's here on this campus. And when the wind blows, it just seems like it's a different smell. And it's just an exciting thing to be around. When I was jogging around campus this morning, it was great to have people that actually said hello at 7:30 in the morning and were awake and were vibrant about what was going on here. There's a different feel about being here. And I'm really excited about that. And I really want to thank President Delaney for that opportunity. Coach Moon, I don't know how many of you refer to him as Coach or Athletic Director Moon. I call him Coach because that's what he is to me. When I was with him 13 years ago at the University of Wyoming, he was one of the people that you just have to understand what he wants and what he's about. He's about student athletes. He's about the university. And more greater than that, he's about the whole. He's about the whole spiritually. He's about the whole as a family. And what that does for this university, you guys have no idea. The first 2 months, you may think he's really done all this wonderful things, but what he's going to do in his time frame that he's here is an amazing thing. And the only reason why I'm here is because of Coach. When you take a job like this, and when you take a job where you're starting off in a situation like the University of North Florida, you better have someone above you, and you better have someone in the administration that really has the same vision, the same goals, the same dreams, the same aspirations that you have. Because when you have passion and when you love something so dearly, there still has to be those people around you to help make that foundation continue to grow. And without Coach Moon, this athletic program is not going to be able to go where it's going to go to. And believe me when I tell you this, because I've been with him and I've experienced this firsthand. He's going to take our athletic program to heights that we've never seen before. And because of him, that's why I'm here. We spent a little over 5 hours together in a conference room at Baylor. We went to the restroom once, and we did not eat any meals. And I was trying to get Coach to go get something to eat and really beg Coach, we got to get something to eat. You have to be hungry. He kept saying, no, Coach, we got to get through these questions because I really want to make sure, I really want to make certain that the person that I'm bringing to this campus is the right fit. And that's what I love about Coach. He is so upfront and he is so honest. And when you have a problem, he's going to come to you. And when there's a situation, he's going to come to you. And when you have an administrator like that, you feel good about things because you know what he is what he is. There's nothing different about him. And as a basketball coach, that's great because you need that from above. Lastly, I'd like to thank and I'd like to bring up my wife. My wife, Carrie.